Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I'm having this doesn't happen to me often, but I'm having a television show overload. Here's the shows that I'm watching right now. The first one's The Witcher. I like The Witcher. Peaky Blinders, House of Dragon, which is the one that's the Game of Thrones. It's very similar. Actually, it might be better than Game of Thrones. Then I'm watching now. Then I also have to have a show I watch with my wife, and we started watching Selling Sunset on Netflix, and it'll almost make you angry watching how snobby some of these people are. But that Los Angeles is a whole different can of worms. I can't even imagine. I mean the whole. I've never seen a more materialistic group of people than I do on these shows. But I'm like, but one day, when my dynasty creation is complete, I do want to walk. I want to go there. I want to walk through one of those houses and just to observe how these people act. It's unbelievable. It's a whole different world out that way in California. Anyway, so the market is doing pretty well, having a little bit of a comeback. And I was looking at this. So today is not the kind of day that I would be buying. These are the days where I just sit back and watch, because I was buying when there were pullbacks. Now, I want to check in. I want to show you something. I've shown you this 1,000 times. ProCoinNews.com, who is the official sponsor of the Digital Asset Investor Hunting and Fishing Club. We check in on this graphic from time to time. American crypto innovation under siege. We're at 617 days. But I wanted to show you this just to make a point that I've been making recently, and that is back to what we talked a couple of videos back about what Jungle Inc. had said, and I think he's 1,000% right. I think that even if he's wrong on there being a settlement in September, which is his prediction, that's not to me as relevant as the bigger point, which is, you know, we've been in this thing for 617 days. It feels like it's never going to end, but one day you're going to be sitting there and all of a sudden it's going to end. So I wanted to make sure that really you really let that sink in. At some point, this is going to be over, and it'll be over for Ripple and hence XRP, where it's not going to be over for the rest of crypto. What does that do? That flips the script, folks. He did a poll here. Do you think I will finally get a prediction right? Settlement September 22. This person, most people say never. I think that maybe he could be right. Now he also, I mean, I don't know why, but I think it's fascinating that Jungle Inc. is really sticking to his guns here, and he's sticking by his prediction. I think this is great. I think we need more of this. Most people in crypto think, oh, well, speculation's horrible. You can't do that. Well, the whole freaking reason we're here is speculating. You couldn't speculate more than you are by being in crypto. And so to say that, yeah, oh, we invest in crypto, but you can't speculate on what you think it's going to do, to me, I've always thought that's the most ludicrous, silly, immature stance ever. And that's part of the reason I love what he's saying here. This is great. Listen to this.
When the Ripple settlement finally rolls out, I want you to keep an eye out for two things. Number one, I think Ripple will agree that when they sell XRP, it must immediately be used for utility purposes. Easy get for Ripple. It's what they are already doing. Very tough for the rest of the space. A lot of people are going to complain. Number two, I think Brad and Chris will agree to pay some nominal fines and penalties. $2 million a piece. To them, it's nothing. Easy peasy, fresh and easy. Get this thing over with. But it's going to terrify everyone else. Think of Brian Armstrong right now going, wow, I may lose my $130 million house if things go wrong. I may be personally responsible. Well, this is why you need to band together, because these agreements affect everyone, but you can't throw it all on Ripple. You know, run for the hills, distance yourself, and then hope that they will stick up for your interests. It don't work like that. We need to band together, have associations that have standards of conduct and also cost sharing for when these situations arise. But until then, Ripple's going to settle this out in their own interests.
He is right. See, that's another thing that a lot of people don't think about often. I've heard John Deaton talk about it, but John Deaton always talks about how, Ripple has one set of interests and people that are XRP holders have a different set of interests. And so we can only hope that Ripple does settle that. Now, Brad Garlinghouse has said that he won't settle until there's clarity for XRP. Okay, and so we can only hope that that's the case. But the overall point here is that, yes, it seemed like forever. It seems like this never ends, but there will be a point where it's over. And when that, and it will shock, he's right, it will shock the crypto space because it'll go from a lot of drama to being over, and it'll happen quick. Now, speaking of drama, so this is from Eleanor Terrett. She said she spoke to Rosalind Layton about this today. She told me that Forbes did not pull the article. Rather, she and her editor made the decision to rewrite the piece themselves. Okay, well, that's fine. But if that's the case, let's see the rewrite. I bet she's just rewriting the title if I had to guess, because there wasn't anything in the article that was wrong. The article's correct. The title's correct. All of it's correct. So, we'll see. Now, and then this is all coming together, folks, if you're paying attention. I put this video together for you. This is Volante Technologies. Put this video. Remember, yesterday they announced that FedNow is going to go live in 2023. Okay? Watch this video. It's all right here for you to see. And I even put a quote here. We are only as blind as we want to be, folks. Those of us that saw Ripple and XRP and what it really was, we saw it a long time ago, and we've never been able to shake it because it is as big as we think it is. They've been doing the equivalent of laying Vanderbilt's railroad tracks or Rockefeller's oil pipelines like they did back in the day. They've been doing this for years. And at some point, SEC lawsuits over, and all of those things go live. And when that happens, it's game over. And those people that didn't see it, too freaking late. Watch this video. Watch every single word of it.
Or we've really narrowed it down to 3 common pillars. So the first pillar being cross-border interoperability, the second pillar being the drive or the push to instant and real-time payments. And of course, what's hot on everyone's mind at the moment is the migration to ISO 20022. So really around what banks can do with that additional data and how that's going to benefit customers moving forward. $49 trillion of payments were transacted within the US last year, right? Wow. So, I mean, that's huge in terms of growth alone. Yeah. And what's happened is the Federal Reserve have actually kind of taken that as an opportunity to launch what they're calling the FedNow service, which launches in 2023. Right. And that alone paired with the use of ISO 20022 payment data, I think is going to be significant and game-changing for the US.
Volante overcomes these challenges by enabling your bank to access a full range of always-on cross-border payment, clearing, and settlement mechanisms.
Might need to
Their
talk here a little bit.
Cross-border payment solution integrates easily with any core banking systems to deliver efficient, fast, and transparent cross-border payment services on multiple networks. From traditional SWIFT to GPI and SWIFT Go, plus Ripple, Visa B2B, and Visa Direct, MasterCard Send, and many more. Volante's service lowers your processing costs, so you'll be able to raise margins. The result? You'll increase your cross-border payments revenues, grow your market share, and be more competitive. Real-time payments are here to stay. But is your financial institution ready for this revolution? With Volante Technologies as your trusted payments modernization partner, you can easily meet this challenge to change. And now, Volante offers the easiest and quickest way to FedNow. You can have your 24/7 year-round service up and running without core changes, letting you focus on building better customer-centric services faster than your competition. Volante's FedNow solution is available both on-premise and as a service in the cloud. It's ISO 20022 native with built-in real-time capabilities and active deployment. A modern solution built for an ever-changing payments world. And Volante makes it easy for you to get to market quickly with over 300 APIs and services available right here, right now. Best of all, Volante's solution for the FedNow service is extensible to ACH, FedWire, Swift Cross-Border, and TCH RTP. all built to grow with your business. Volante's secure and reliable payment services keep yours and your customers' data private. They are ISO 27001, SOC 1, and SOC 2 certified. And did you know, Volante processed the first U.S. real-time payment, and today they handle millions of transactions per year. That's impressive. Start your FedNow journey with Volante today and gain the freedom to evolve fast.
And what you're looking at is a picture of Monica Long and Chris Larson from Ripple with, I don't know if he still is, I believe that was the CEO of Volante back, I believe this was back in 2015. Almost as if all of it was planned. Now, I show you all of those things to remind you there is still not much. There's a tiny bit of Ripple private equity on the Link2 platform, one of my sponsors. I'll put the link in the top of the description of this video. Make sure you click on that link and tell them DAI sent you. Then I wanted to show you one other thing before we go, okay? Maybe a few other things. The first is this, State Street. Remember, State Street's one of the largest traditional custodians that stores stock certificates and all that. They're one of the largest in the world, and they say they see a significant opportunity in tokenization. And I wanted to remind you of something. I showed it to you the other day. The biggest company that I'm aware of in tokenization of assets in this crypto space is Securitize, and you can go to their website, securitize.io. I'll put their link in the description of this video so you can get there. I wanted to show you something. They have a primary market and they have a secondary market. I want you to show you this, to show you what's coming. If you can imagine all of the things in your town or things that are important to you being tokenized. Imagine a beach house in Florida being tokenized so that you, from your computer wherever you live, are able to buy a piece of that beach house and have a partial ownership, and it's traded on exchanges. That's what these guys are doing. I wanted to show you one example. This one right here, this is their secondary market. It's called Blockchain Capital. BCAP token is an Ethereum-based smart contract digital token representing an indirect fractional non-voting economic interest in the sole limited partnership interest in Blockchain 3 digital liquid venture fund held by the issuer Blockchain Capital Token Hub. So in other words, looks like they formed like a little company, okay? I just opened an account on here. I haven't bought anything yet. I just wanted to show you. This is so cool. And I wanted to show you what's inside of it. So it looks like what they've, in essence, have done is they've created this company, and then they've tokenized it with Ethereum-based tokens, okay? Well, this is like the write-up. This is the sheet on what is in it. It says there's 8.878 million tokens as of 12/31/2020. And as you go down, it shows you what this thing is investing in. So what your tokens represent an interest in. It gives a list of companies, and I'm sure they sell in and out of these, but this is what it was as of this time. Right here. Technology, you'll notice some names: Anchor Labs, Circle Internet Financial, and then as you go down, Harbor Platform, Kraken, Libra, which doesn't exist anymore. So this is probably something they've sold out of now. OpenSea was one. They've actually owned some Ripple stock. They also have this. So in other words, you're buying a token that represents ownership in not just this list of companies, but also a handful of digital assets that this company owns, okay? But I just wanted to show you that, to show you how interesting and fascinating the world that we are entering is. So go to check out securitize.io. You can actually go and you can open an account. I've already opened one on here, but this is a game changer. I believe this could easily be bigger than like a NASDAQ or a New York Stock Exchange. And there won't just be one, there will probably be several of them. Now, I wanted to show you this too before we go. John, this guy used to be with the SEC. He says a new Forbes analysis of 157 crypto exchanges finds that 51% of daily Bitcoin trading volume is being reported is likely bogus. Now, the point I want you to get out of this is they're pointing at these exchanges right now, and Gary Gensler's pointing at these exchanges right now. And then there was this today: FBI issues DeFi crypto vulnerabilities warning. Folks, this government could go after any of these exchanges at any moment, And so I want to reiterate to you, go get a Ledger Nano S. They're running this, you can save 10% and you can get the bundle on these two right here. Right now, a Ledger Nano X and a Ledger Nano S Plus. I think you can get them here. Let me see. I think they've still got the deal. Yeah, they've got a discount on that that pack of those two. So I'll put the link to this in the top of the description as well. You can't. I've got several ledgers, and I keep my stuff on there too. Most of it. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button. Tell your friends and family to get their stuff off of these exchanges. We don't know what these people are